we now welcome in Michael Chandler, UFC star and one of the coaches on The Ultimate Fighter on ESPN+, where his team is a perfect 3-0, not to brag, I'll do it for you, against fellow coach Conor McGregor. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
I'm pumped to have you, one of the most exciting fighters as well. So tell me, just having the opportunity to coach, how have you viewed the sport of MMA differently now from that lens?
Well, it's funny too, because I've been in the sport now for 15 years, fighting at the highest level. So you kind of forget what it was like to be in the trenches, what it was like to not have a blossoming career. And these guys, I have the veterans. It's veterans versus prospects. This is the greatest second chance that these guys ever could have had. So just pouring into them, leading with love, giving them the confidence that they need to step inside the octagon on fight night and be a shoulder to cry on at times, be a guy to give them a kick in the bottom whenever they need a kick. And it's been a lot of fun. What
would you say has been the best part of it?
The relationships. You know, when this got announced, you know, I'm going to fight Conor later on, but the fight starts now inside the show. I wanted to beat Conor as a coach. I wanted to beat him as a mentor, as a friend, as a shoulder to cry on, be a better coach than him on this show, and I wanted to win there. But then as soon as I got there, I met my guys and realized I fell in love with their stories, fell in love with who they were, started peeling back the layers and really got emotionally invested. So I think these relationships that I'll have for a lifetime and changing the trajectory of these men's futures, their family's future, to be a catalyst for change in their career was the best part of it.
And I think that really comes through on the show, exactly what you're talking about. And even I was kind of like stalking your website and Instagram as well, and I saw that quote, "You have to believe that you deserve great things." So I know how much the mind game is also playing a role as well.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we are what we are and where we are because of what has gone inside of our mind, what is going on. The battle inside of our mind is so much more impactful and more important than the actual fight inside the cage. It's the most important part of not just mixed martial arts, but life in general.
One thing that I find interesting about your career trajectory, you fought 5 times in the UFC, and it's always the toughest opponents, which is rare. Why did you decide to do that and take that approach?
You know, I think I was a little bit long in the tooth, a little bit later in my career when I came to the UFC. I'll never forget my first meeting with Hunter Campbell and talking to Dana White. I said, guys, I want to come in and right away prove either I am who I say I am or I'm not. Give me the opportunity to fight the best guys in the world. They put me up against number 5 for my first fight, and I fought everybody inside the top 6 since I started with the promotion. I wanted to come in right away, make some waves. I've always said that I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, and baby, we have been having a good time the last couple of years.
Absolutely. So your last fight, you lost a tough one back in November to Dustin Poirier. How important is for you to bounce back and get a win in this next one?
It always is, because we are in the "what have you done for me lately" business. You know, people now remember my last fight, and of course, it's always a barn burner. It's always a fun fight. It's always exciting. But
I remember the kick, but yeah.
Yeah, you remember the kick? Yeah, exactly.
I think people remember that, but yeah.
Right, exactly. You know, and it broke my nose, so I'm nursing that, and you know, air doesn't go through it as much as it used to these days. But this is what we signed up for, and it's been a beautiful career thus far, and it's only getting bigger. It's only getting better with the platform of The Ultimate Fighter every single week. Team Chandler's doing well, but I'm excited to go out there and compete later this year and continue to stake my claim as one of the best guys on the planet at 155 pounds, and I still believe that I will wear UFC gold before I retire.
How difficult is it to coach in the show, as invested as you were, and also train and prepare for this?
It was, I got to be honest with you, I didn't focus on myself at all the entire time I was there. You know, I was getting quote unquote workouts in, but my standard for a workout is crazy hard. So me training with a guy, giving him my time, but then also realizing that, you know, Cody needs some help over there or Roosevelt needs some help over there, and I would pull myself away to go help these guys, because you really are dealing with 8 different careers, 8 different emotions, 8 different timelines of when these guys were fighting, when they were cutting weight. So I woke up in the morning, first thing I did, I spent about 5 minutes focusing on myself. Then the rest of the entire day was focused on how do I get my guys, Team Chandler, the boys in red, in the best situation possible to be successful. And it occupied all of my time.
Well, so far you've been successful, 3-0.
Yeah, so far.
Real quick, before we let you roll, and thank you so much again for stopping by. It's great to have you here in studio. What was your reaction to Conor McGregor knocking out the Heat? the Heat mascot.
What a great. Well,
with the NBA Finals.
Yeah, it was great. Well, first of all, obviously it hit the news wire, and then it also.
Here it is. We'll have it for you.
But then the reports came out that the mascot went to the ER. But also, if you see, he's spraying his Tidal spray. So he was obviously there promoting his recovery spray, Tidal, TIDL. So he
How
was.
about the velour too?
Oh yeah,
I mean, the fit, everything.
Listen,
He was
it's
committed.
Conor. He's always dressed to the nines. You know, typical Conor. So was it a publicity stunt? Was it whatever? Obviously he was there promoting his product. So he's a master salesman and a master promoter, and he's doing a pretty darn good job at it.
Yeah, but you're not going to let him do that to you.
No, I'm going to do that exact same thing to him, and then hand him some Tidal after.
But is the form going to be a little better?
Yeah, well, it'll be the opposite direction. I'll hit him with the right hand. He's a southpaw, so I'll hit him with the right hand first. Maybe follow up with a left hook. We'll see.
Michael Chandler, appreciate you. Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.